You are big kids now, growing by the second, with life throwing at you all these responsibilities and challenges all of a sudden. You are now the students of class 10. You're going to have to start making decisions. Decisions that will leave mark on the future that awaits you. And no, I am not talking about what stream you decide to take in your 11th standard or what subjects you will pursue. I'm talking about the choice you will make between following your dreams that you love, or following what the society expects you to. We are gathered here today to remind you that no matter how hard things keep forcing you to leave hold of the dreams and hopes you cherish, no matter how hard your challenges, your responsibilities, your board examinations keep telling you to leave things that matter to you, to leave singing or dancing or painting or playing or recording or whatever it is that makes your eyes sparkle, do not let go of the things that make you you. With that thought in mind and on that inspiring note, I would like to welcome our first speaker of the day. Art can speak things that can't always be said with words. Through your art, you help others to evoke and validate their emotions. And we would be grateful if you share with us how you do that. Without further ado, I welcome Ms. Samskriti Saxena, your Cultural Secretary for the session 2020-21, to enlighten us all.
Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing great and is safe. So firstly, I would start with my own experience with art and how it became more than just a hobby. So I've been painting since I was 8. So there is a little backstory that I would like to share. So whenever I used to go to the clinic to get any injection or any medicine, so I used to be a very different kind of child. So everyone wants like candies or chocolates. I wanted a drawing book. So there was a stationery shop near the clinic, and every time I went there, I used to ask my dad that you have to buy me a drawing book or I won't enter into the clinic. So that is how it eventually started. And I've been painting since 10 years, and I will tell you the only thing that you need in art is practice and patience. So there is nothing else required, no expensive paints, brushes, or the gouache papers that come. No, nothing is important here. The only thing important is how much you like art and how much you practice. So I've planned a little session, a little basic session to start with the watercolor. Even if you like 10% of art, like if you are even not interested, you are just 10%, then hopefully it would help you. It's just basic art. So I'll set up my camera. Till then, we will just talk. And I want you guys to pick out some colors for me because I am indecisive. And I want you guys to pick out colors. So we have blue, green, orange. And you guys pick out and open your mics and please talk and tell me what color would you like. Thank you. So we have these colors, and whoever picked out blue, I'm gonna choose blue for you. See, so I have some basic things that you have at home. I have salt and rice, and you have to see how we do art with just salt and rice. Okay, so the basic of watercolors is just taping. I would suggest that if you tape your paper, it will be really helpful to you. So we have a little bit of paint, the blue color. And this is just the background I'm telling you. Okay, this is not even the starting. So we will just water it down. It is just the basic. We will water the paper down. And then we will take a blue pen. So by the time our paint is wet, we have to add the salt or the rice we are gonna add because watercolors dry really fast. So I'm gonna be using some rice here. Okay, so by the time it dries, we move forward. So I don't think it's dry yet, but I will try to show you guys the result. Okay, I will give you guys a little close up. So ये वाला जो है वो हमारा salt है. This is the rice one with the cloud effect, and this is the plain water. If you guys try it, just try it today, and you can send me the pictures. I wanna see some of you guys' art, please. Okay, I'm running back on my screen. Okay, so I've seen a lot of you guys are Potterheads here, and I myself am one. So I'm going to show you guys my art book that I make, and I love making all the Harry Potter paintings. And if you are a Potterhead, I think you guys will like it. It is my favorite paintings that I ever made. Okay, I hope you guys can see. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it is visible and it is beautiful. Very nice.
Okay, so this one is my favorite, the Harry Potter and Voldemort one. This is the Hermione Granger one. I don't know. Right is opposite. And so I have artist block sometimes. So I cannot complete some paintings. And this is the Golden Trio.
Trio.
I haven't completed it yet, but I will surely do complete it soon. And one of my favorite. This is the miniature ones. A lovely Snape. I don't like him that much, but it's fine. And Voldemort. And all these are yet to be completed. As I said, I have artist block, but I will complete them soon. And thank you so much for hearing me out. And thank you. Just thank you. Okay, bye. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, Sanskriti. We are wholeheartedly moved and truly inspired by your words as well as your work. Thank you for showing us the importance of keeping your passions alive along with managing your responsibilities. I couldn't have put it myself better. With this, we come to our next speaker of today, who comes with not just an enthralling message, but also an essential one. Our next speaker brings with him his journey of sports and his absolute love for cricket that is not just an excuse for entertainment for him, but a central source of his motivation, dedication, and discipline. Allow me to invite Tapas Giri, our head boy for the session 2020-21, with his inspiring words.
First of all, I would like to ask if I'm audible right now or not.
You clearly audible,
So,
Tapas.
good morning, basically, all the students and teachers who have given me this beautiful opportunity to share my experiences. Basically, for me, my last 13 years have been dedicated to the sport that is played in every corner of the country, I suppose. Everyone is well aware what I'm talking about right now. It's the game of cricket. Uh, it's also known as gentleman's game. Emerged from the villages of South London, first and its first ever international cricket game was played between US and Canada in 1844 at the St. George's Cricket Club in New York. And in 1859, a team of leading Englishmen visited for an overseas tour. These things must have been these things must sound boring to all the students. Now I would like to tell my experience, what I went through as a sportsman. My started playing cricket at the age of 5. I think when I was in class, maybe I was in KG or UKG. I was playing at home with my father with a plastic bat and a plastic ball. Every beginner plays with it, I think, with a plastic bat and a plastic ball gifted to every individual. I think it's not it's not that you should play at the highest level. I think representing India, it's everyone's dream. I think my dream was also to do so. I was unable to do so because there were many things that came in my path. But I think showcasing your talent at the highest level is not the only thing that proves that you play good cricket or good thing. I think sports to me, if you ask me, sports to me is something that taught me how to live the life. I think I'm right now 18 or something. I have not lived 20% of my life, but I think the last 15 years or so, my life revolves around sports. And I think basically people say कि sports helps you to be psychologically fit and keeps you healthy, fit, and all that. Everything's fine. But does anyone know what is character? what is character? What an individual, everyone says ki I have a character, or the most followed sports person of India on Instagram right now, 125 million followers. Does anyone know about his backstory, what he went through? I'll tell you all. Basically, he was playing a Ranji Trophy match at Delhi, for his team Delhi. He was at in New Delhi, and at the end of day's play, he got to know that his father expired. This is a real story I'm telling you all. His father expired, and he went home. He went home, performed all the crematory duties, came back, scored 90 odd runs the next day, and brought his team back from the jaws of defeat. This is what character is. This is what character is. Ability to perform in pressure situations. Everyone says कि खेल लो, खेलने में क्या है, लेकिन खेलने में क्या है is not कि ये है कि चलो ठीक है, you are getting to play the game, you are passionate about it and all, but learn from it. My basic thing is learn from everything that comes on your path. Mohammad Siraj. Does anyone knows about Mohammad Siraj? If anybody wants to answer his story, Mohammad Siraj. Does anyone know about his story? Because parents have abhi bhi that unorthodox thinking ki padhoge, likhoge, you will get something, you will get a government job. No, government job, IT, JEE and doctor doesn't matter these days. Do some things, do things that can give you good outcomes. So my basic aim is to play sport. I play sport. I don't play at the highest level. I have played in many district tournaments. I played for my state. I've played for my school. I captained my school for 3 years. So I would like to encourage everyone to follow a certain particular sport. And trust me, if you start following a particular sport, you can take my help also. I'll suggest you, because I follow almost all the outdoor and indoor sport. Uh, uh, Follow a certain sport and you'll see a change in yourself. Trust me. With this, I would like to conclude. I would like to thank all the participants for listening, all the participants and all the teachers for providing me this opportunity to share my experiences, what I went through, and in motivating all the students.
Thank you, Tapas. That has definitely left us all with something to learn and something to think about, and has ignited a spirit of sporting endeavors within us all. I'm truly grateful to you, Tapas. With this, we are now in for a little intermission before moving forward with our next speaker. To help you all understand that it is equally important to take a break from everything and have a little fun once in a while is as harmless as it is necessary. Its stunts are very simple. All you have to do is gather the thing which is called out, go around and search your place, and bring the thing. We will call up a total of 6 items and you will get 1 minute to collect it and then display the item through your video call camera. Those who show the called item within the limited time frame will be the winner, kind of. After the announcement of all 10 items, the game will end. Now, the first item in the row is 2 bell peppers. That is basically capsicum. So this is the game. It is started now. You all need to go around and get 2 bell peppers and show it through your video camera. Class 10, please go around and search your house and show me capsicums.
Is it
I won.
Wow. Shreya, yes.
Okay, we have Shreya with the plastic bottle. Very good, Shreya.
Is it visible?
Yes. Can I have one picture, please?
Mine's visible.
Yes, it is visible, Anchal. Very good. Wow, Anchal is like 3 on 3. Very good. All right. We have Anchal, we have Shreya in this round. Any other
No,
participants?
Agrima. We have Agrima also. Agrima,
Okay, we have
yes.
Class photograph.
Yeah. Get your class photograph. Any batch, any class, but Delhi Public School, Jankipuram, not any other school. If you're a
Yes.
new student, I'm sorry, any different school will do, but if you're like an old student, Do we have any other participants left? Anybody else who wants to show a class photograph?
I have one.
Please. Okay, thank you, Manjita. Thank you, everybody who participated. Thank you for making this so interactive. Now, with this, we come to an end of our game. Moving forward, we now present to you. I'm so sorry, just a second. Now, it is time to get back to our next speaker. She who dances to hear to her heart speak. She brings to us her story of her connection with dance and how it makes her feel alive, how it makes her feel herself. Let me call upon Miss Bhavya Joshi, who is also Captain Tagore House, to ignite the spark within the dancers involved.
Everyone, I hope you people are safe at your home.
That was a beautiful dance performance.
Thank you. When we talk about hobbies, every one of us has at least one. From my childhood, I had many hobbies, but dancing always had a different place in my heart. It's more than a hobby, it's like a passion to me. I remember I started to dance when I was at least 3 years of age. I started learning. I went to my dance class, which was in my colony. I went with my nanny there. She sits there, and I started to dance. But my mother wanted me that I should learn Kathak. But I was like, "Ki, who does Kathak? I don't want to do Kathak because a 3 year child doesn't know that which dance form is actually good and which dance form is not good, because what we see is that which is the. Please say if anyone is interested and has a hobby as dance.
I like to dance. I don't have dancing.
Okay, so which is your favorite dance form basically?
So when I was in second grade in my previous school, we had our annual function, and so like our dance teacher was planning make us perform Kathak, and then I got interested in that, and my mom got me like gurus, and I just like there's this dancer Saraswati Sen on YouTube, and I like her a lot. She has such a grace in her dance, and I wanted to be like that. But I practiced for like 2 or 3 years more. I continued it, and then I just left because I had to manage my studies as well, and my parents were worrying like if I would be able to, manage my studies and my dance. But still, I keep my like whenever I get free time, I just dance or do any jam onto any music.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so are you a new admission?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are going to get many opportunities to participate in dance, and I think you'll again get time and more interest into dance. So that's good.
I'm definitely looking towards that. Thank you.
So there I would give the all credit to my mother because she's always there to motivate me. There are sometimes when my mother sees my dance, like I'm performing on stage and I did something which I realized, but others did not. And when I came back, my mother said, "Wow, what a dance that was." So I said, "No, that was not good. I messed it up. Like, see, here's a mistake. I'll make her notice that I have not done it well." So what she does is she motivates me. No, okay, it's okay. No one noticed that. But I said, I'm not satisfied. That's the thing. So she said, no, that's good. That's good. So I would say that motivation is a factor that can help us always. So she's always there to motivate me. So with that, I always move forward. And with a guilt, how much time we can keep a guilt? We have to move forward. That's life. So of course, that's the thing. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Bhavya. Thank you for all the effort you put in. It has surely kindled the light of expressing oneself in us all. Moving forward, we now present to you the backbone of all our online assemblies, the tech geniuses who have worked literally day and night to bring perfection to all our school's online initiatives, who will illuminate our understanding of technological protocols through a special insight into designing. With no further ado, I now invite the heads of the Cybernauts, Arjun Singh and Daksh Yadav, to share their knowledge of the world of technology with us all.
I hope I'm audible and visible. Okay, so creativity is nothing but a mind set free. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Daksh Yadav, and I'm the president of Cybernauts.
And I, Aryan Singh, I'm the secretary of the Club Cybernauts.
And today we are here to share some of the most valuable things that we have learned on design so far.
In this session, we aim to explain the science behind these techniques that can be behind some of the major design techniques that we ourselves use every single day.
But before we begin, do note that even if you're not a designer, even if you don't are not a tech savvy person, most of these fundamentals are just like natural things. You can apply them to other fields as well. So it's not just all about design. It's just about basics. So right, let's get started. I'm going to switch over to my screen. Right, I hope my screen is visible. Okay, so here we have a poster here. This is a poster for basically today's event. It's just a rough poster and it's not doing a great job at communicating the ideas here. Like it has all the required text, it has the headings, it has the event name, the speaker's name, but it's just not very pleasing to look at. Right, so some of the things that I can see which are wrong. First of all, there isn't very good contrast. Like the background color and the text color, it's all just mixing into one thing. Then another thing is there are no illustrations. It's just text, apart from our logo, of course. And then we don't have any space here. There's no negative spacing. It just makes everything looks very cluttered and untidy in a sense. And then we don't have any hierarchy here. Like as you can see, everything is just the same size. You can't really tell what's more important. Like if I show this to a random person, he won't know if the event is called Summer Fiesta or Talkology, since they're given the same importance here. And then just one final aspect, that is, it's very plain. It's not very exciting. It lacks creativity. So now what we're going to do is we'll just go through each of these things that I just mentioned, and we'll tell you how to fix these common errors. Like, so you don't make these errors in your own designs. Aryan?
So yeah, we'll use some basic fundamentals of design to make this look much more pleasing to us and also make it more informative. So the first thing you will notice is that what Daksh told is the contrast. So if you just look at something, you see that even our background as well as the text is white, and that is very plain. So first thing that we are going to do is the background. We should change us to something dark. Maybe it's light blue. We'll change it to something dark, right? Maybe a darker blue, right? So just for us to read the things clearly, we'll change it to a dark color. Now we can see the text much more clearly, right? Then the next thing that we can see is that this is very plain. We don't have any illustrations to explain what our poster is about. So what we'll do is we'll take some illustration and just place it here, right? You can see this is the illustration, right? Now, the problem is if we put it right here, it looks like it's very onto your face. It doesn't add, it is very contrasting for other things as well. So what we'll do is we'll roll down the transparency now. Like this looks much better than before, and even we can read our information. Daksh?
Right. Next up, we have negative space. If you see, the text is just placed way too close to each other. Like there's not enough breathing room and everything looks untidy. So if we just make a small change and we give each element its own space to breathe in, it'll just make everything much more easier to understand. So let's do one thing. Let's take our school's logo and name and make it a little smaller. Place it up there and put our Summer Fiesta also slightly smaller. And take our main topic, which is Talkology, and just make it way bigger. So this is the first thing you see. Like as soon as someone takes a look at the design, this is the first thing they see. And then also just another thing down here, there's not much space. So now as you can see, there's just way more breathing room here. It makes everything looks more clean and more tidy. And another thing that I actually fixed while I was talking about negative space is hierarchy. Hierarchy is basically what holds more importance. So in this poster here, the most important thing that I can see is the name of the event. We created this poster for an event called Talkology, which is today. So that's the first thing the viewer sees. They see that it's an event called Talkology. And who is organizing it? It's DPS Jankipuram. That's a little smaller than Talkology. And then this event falls under Summer Fiesta, which holds somewhat similar importance to our school. So we make both of these things the same size. And the speakers, the names of the speakers, they're written much smaller. So this is not what we want to tell our viewer the first thing. The first thing is that it's a talk show. It's organized by DPS Jankipuram. And then we have the name of our speakers down there. And finally, we have the date and the time. So this is also slightly important. It's not too important, like not the first thing you want to tell someone. So we just put it down there and everything looks, I'd say, way more neatly organized now. So Arun?
Yeah. So now if you take a look, this looks much more better. Of course, we have come a long way from what we created. That was trash. Yeah. And now this lacks creativity that we talk. Now for creativity, we need our brains to work on this, right? So something that we can do is the background is very plain. So we might add a texture there. Now let me just grab some texture. Yeah. Also, the text. Our text, this looks very old style, and this is not fitting our design. So we'll change the font here. Now this thing looks much better than what we created before. And this is also much more informative and easy to read. What we want is in a poster, in any creative, and the design says that the thing should be creative and the thing should be easily legible. The information should be clear. Now that is what our goal is, and that is what we have created. I hope you have understood what we wanted to say.
Right. So these are all the changes we'll be making here. And as you can see, it communicates our idea much better now. So let's take a look at what we started with and just like give it a comparison, do a A/B test. So on my screen, this is the original design we started with. Give me a second. This one. This is what the design looked like earlier, and scroll down, and this is our new design. I think this one looks way cleaner. It's way more modern, and it suits the purpose that we made it for. Like, take a look. So now that was the main topic of our session. In anything we've explained so far, does anyone have any questions? In all the topics we've explained, maybe you'd like us to cover something again.
I guess everyone is tired by now. Yeah.
I see. So with this, we basically come to the end of our talk. And we hope you learned something new, and we hope you had fun. And again, design is a fascinating thing.
That's
It really allows you
I
to
want you to
express
ask a question.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Tapas.
What was the software that you used to design the poster? Which software was that?
This is actually an online website called Canva. You can access it on canva.com. It's free to use, and this is what we use to design all of our posters, basically.
It's very easy. Also, we have a guide prepared for it. If the teachers allow us, we'll share it to you as well, to you all. We have a guide prepared last year. That was for teachers. We'll send it to you all too.
Right. It's a beginner's guide which will help you get started with designing if you are absolutely new to it. So, right. Anyone else? Any questions? All right. So, anyway. Okay. So, thank you so much, Manya, and the teachers for organizing this. We had a lot of fun speaking today. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you all.
And we too.
Thank you,
Professor.
Thank you.
Bye bye, all of you. Take care.